Thank God it is Friday for real. I had a short week, but a short work week, but it certainly does not feel that way. I am ready for this day, ready for this week to be over. And so here towards the end, trying to push and get everything wrapped up and, get out and be able to enjoy a little bit of the Friday. Found myself kind of getting frustrated and not complaining, but not as humble as what I need to be, right? For as blessed as I am to have a job to do, I certainly do not have any right to grumble or to complain. And it just reminded me that sometimes we have to remind ourselves that everything we do unto the Lord, right? That it's not about us. It's not for us. It's not because it's my job or it's the law or it's the rule. I do it because everything I do unto the Lord. And so everything I do, I should do for Him with a cheerful heart, with a genuine heart, knowing that He knows my motives, right? Can't sneak anything past Him. But when you stay in that mindset of everything I do for the Lord, it's pretty hard to grumble and complain in that mindset. When you remember that you're blessed to have a job or to have a meal, or to still have parents, any number of situations. In a flash, it could be different. And so we have to be quick to dismiss spirits of complaining, I guess, negativity. We need to bind those spirits of negativity and grumbling and complaining, and not be like the Israelites, not have to take a long journey because we're being hard-headed and want to be what about me type of deal, instead of just remembering that everything we do unto the Lord. I do for Him. I do because I want Him to be proud of me. I want to do a good job because He loves me. I love Him because He loved me first. And so I want to do well. I want to do a good job. I want to be thankful and appreciative for all the many blessings that He's given me. And you can't be appreciative and grateful if you're grumbling and complaining. And, I don't, I have to do another meeting and this and that, and they always want this and they always want that. And that's just going to make it all harder. Your spirit is going to have to fight so much harder. And there's just an easier way to remember that everything you do, you're doing it for Him, for His glory, for your good, but for His glory, you're representing Him, right? And so if you're representing Him, you certainly can't be walking around with the negativity and gossiping and drama and all that kind of crazy stuff, right? And so, good example is you'll work all day. And this is my favorite. You'll work all day and then be asked what's for dinner. And in my situation, I'm looking at two grown folks asking me that question, all right? Two grown men asking me that question. And so I could become, easily frustrated. Like what? That not enough that I worked all day and now I have to make you dinner and blah, 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 blah. I can go down that road, or I can remember everything I do for Him, and remember that it's a blessing and it's an honor to have a family to make a meal for. And start looking at the things in our life for what they are, truly for what they are, and not for what the stories that we tell ourselves in our head that they are. You know what I mean? Because there's often a big difference. We are blessed. So many of us are so blessed. And humility is going to win hands down every time. Just like pride and haughtiness is going to bring you down, right? We have to make conscious choices all the time of how we're going to react, how we're going to respond. And know that we're being watched. We're being watched. We're being watched by young folks, and we're being watched by non-believers. And we have a responsibility as men and women of God and as children of God to represent Christ, to stop the grumbling and complaining, to do everything with a giving, cheerful heart, as much as we can. And that's hard. Like, I get it. That is so hard. And that's why it's important that you go back to that throne of grace, and you go back and you get that replenishment from him, so that you can continue to give and give and give and give, because that's what this part is in this journey. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's what we can do for others, and what we can do for the kingdom of God, and growing and fortifying that, because that's truly what we all are here to do. And I believe more so now than ever. And I feel that with such urgency. So I caution you, be quick to be quiet, and be quick to listen with intent, but stop grumbling and stop complaining and backbiting and whining and throwing pity parties for yourself or for other people. Let's just do what we got to do. Let's just level up. Let's just level up, and let's do what we got to do. Let's take our lumps along the way, because we're not perfect. We're all in progress. We haven't arrived yet, so we'll make mistakes. God's grace and mercy will guide us the rest of the way, and we just keep going. You won't keep going, though, if you go down that road of bickering and complaining and self-gratification and not ever being satisfied. So I'm going to pause there, because I think I could really spin off in a different direction, and I haven't prayed on that in order to do that. So I'm going to stop there and just wish you guys a super, super blessed weekend. Spend time with your loved ones. Make good decisions so that you can be around and love on them and be there for them. Enjoy the nice weather. Do something for yourself. Make sure that you're glorifying God and recognizing him every step of the way, because we can't do this alone, folks. We can't do it alone. And because we can't do it alone, if you ever need anything, somebody to talk to, somebody to pray with, somebody to cry with, somebody to laugh with, if there's anything I can do, you guys, you get a hold of me. I love you. Be blessed.